Hello out there, all you wonderful people. Welcome to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Today, we're going to continue on with this quest, search for the secret hidden in the restricted section, and see where this takes us. I really do appreciate y'all watching. And if you could, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get into this, see where it takes us. What is that? Ooh. So, that's pretty weird. Nope. Don't need that down here. I need this. Hey. What else? Not that. Not that. That's all I got.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
Sad.
That's it.
Well. That's pretty cool. Alright, so like these big golden chests, you gotta make sure that you have plenty of room in your inventory before you check this chest. Because if you're over full and you try to check it, you lose the item. Let's check our inventory right quick before I check it. Here. Alright, so I got plenty of spaces here. Nice. Embellished cobalt overcoat. Let's see what that looks like. $35, $42. Yes. Not bad looking. I like it.
Where might this lead?
Let's find out.
Rebellion.
It's a long ways down. Here we go. Cool. What does this do? Oh. Cool. New scarf.
Revelio.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Ooh.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Revelio.
There's a room over there. Let's see. Oh shit, oh. Interesting. Ah, boo.
Revelio.
Alright. Oh.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Some money. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Hello. Oh. Ouch. That hurt. Ouch. Man.
is a book after all.
Good coffee. Cool.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald. Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Mortach. Welcome.
Professor Rookwood. Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian,
The girl look pretty devious. Uh-oh.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Damn Peeves. It's nighttime, no kids around. So return to Professor Fig's classroom. I don't want to do that right now. Oh, don't even start, dude. Oh. Peeves. Oh, Peeves. This place just looks awesome. All the woodwork. Somebody talking? I don't know. Oh, it's these guys.
The headmaster will be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
Revelio.
Ugh. It's a blue flame. Da-do-do-do-do-do. I just can't do it out of bed.
Simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Oh, it's ominous.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Huh. What? I heard you. I don't see you. You up here? What? Hey, what are you doing? You going up?
What are you up to now?
I don't know.
Revelio.
Where is... Oh. Found it. Oh, boo. Got it. Wow. All these kids showed up out of nowhere. This place was empty a minute ago. Flame. Hey. Hey.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Missing pages.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell him?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Of course.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Cool. Alright. Oh. Okay. Okay. Open map. Mm-hmm. What is this? Okay, what's going on? Oh, world map. This is the world map. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. Hamlets and small communities throughout the world. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, food flames, side quests, and collectibles. As you explore, you remove fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations. Okay. Man, so much stuff to do. Okay, challenges. A cape. Inventory. Oh, house token. Here I have. Nope. Oh, no, no. Oh, 33. Man, I gotta find something other than sleepwear. Quests. Crosswalls 3. Look at Bradley. Dodge roll. Enemies. Herbology class. Let's go to herbology. And of course, we wanted to walk there because we might find some the daily keys on the way. Always more to do in here in the castle. Things to do, things to do.
Revelio.
I do look forward to going home for the holidays. Mum's pumpkin pasties are the best I've ever had.
Pumpkin paste. Oop. What? See? Today they key. Where's he going? Should you go over here? There he goes.
For wandering about outside your dormitory.
Got it. Cool.
Revelio.
Have you ever been to the kitchens? I hear it's run by house now.
Well.
Revelio.
No, I don't want that. Okay, what about this? Since we're here in the castle. Nope. Be sneaky. Hmm. 500.
Revelio.
Do you happen to have any valerian sprigs? I really wanted to have a go at a forgetfulness potion. Only, I can't remember where I put mine.
I don't find potions bearable at all. Question whether I wouldn't just rather be a muggle.
You'd rather be a muggle? No. What's wrong with him? Hmm? Alright. Dittany leaves. Dittany leaves. Oh, locked.
Revelio.
Chest. Oh. Money. Anything else? Fluxweed steel. Knotting grass. Metal sweet. Venomous tentacular. Dittany. Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you, and to remember that strawberries are my favorite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitterroot to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards always, Eleanor Everley.
Do you realise what you're wearing?
Yeah, I know.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Salad. He never backs down from a fight.
Oh, shut up. He looks disappointed. Do you realize what you're wearing? Nah.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ooh. Man.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Okay.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Ominous gaunt.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed it.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okay.
Arrangement. Niffler's fancy or rosy?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello.
Hello.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
I also kicked your butt in crossbones.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. If Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Hufflepuffs too.
Revelio.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it.
Yep. Okay. How do I toss a cabbage? Oh, there we go.
Look at that. Anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Sure, but that's just a dummy. I was imagining it already. I suppose that could come in handy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Yeah, about me.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As am I. Plants offer so much.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Awesome.
The new pots me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. Friendships. Kind. How's a tall?
Okay. Inventory. Lots of good stuff. Quest. Potions class. What time is it? Maybe. Let's do that. Locate on map. Travel.
Do you...
Revelio.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow.
Oh. Poor little key. Got it. All right.
Revelio.
Money, money, money. It's a bubbling. It's a bubbling. Lots of bubbling. What's that?
Revelio.
Auras comprise the ministries, magical law enforcement, and protect the wizarding world from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. The Aura badge belongs to Professor Sharp. Professor Sharp. weird.
Revelio.
Okay. The chest. What? How about your slots full? You serious? Gear slots are not full. How are my gear slots full? That don't make no sense. Date 31st of December 1875. Borough office. Borgin and Burks. Ooh. Borgin and Burks has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more auras to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Okay.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wigan-Weld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Utter rubbish.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
My parents considered keeping me home for rebellion.
Really?
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Namit. Oh.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Maybe. Why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Okay, I'll get your feather.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Weasley.
Your potion should not.
Ooh, that wasn't here before. Oh, hash brighter eggs. Oh, the Fwooper feather. Tweet, tweet.
Precision is key when brewing potions.
Okay.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Ooh, I can brew that? I didn't know I could brew it.
The mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again. Oh, the smell!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Now, Mr. Weasley.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me.
See there? I got in trouble, punk. Felix Felicis.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp seemed to disagree.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way.
Gobbledygook.
Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Okay, Professor. I'm sorry.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Potions. Alright. Got some Felix Felices. Got 3 of those. 3. 0, 3. What? Let's,
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
You got me into trouble.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or 2 in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
This guy. Alright.
Revelio.
That is not appropriate attire.
It's not appropriate. What do you mean? I'm all about being appropriate.
I think there were doxy eggs as well. But surely those were curdle.
Okay. Well, guys, this is where we'll call it a day. I really do hope you all enjoyed watching. If you could, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Next episode. Let's see what quest we got going on. We're gonna meet up with Natty. Daddy 09. And see what happens then. see, might even do cross ones. Look at Bradley, look at Bradley. Yeah, that's one of our deals, so yeah, we'll do that as well. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed watching, and I will talk to y'all later.